We're seeing home prices in Orange County trend up for another week. I'm Eric Engelbert with Orange County Real Estate, and welcome to our weekly market report where we look at all the real estate data in Orange County and cover a couple topics in the United States as well. Yeah, the home prices have gone up. There's lots of videos out there and data out there saying home values are down and prices are down. And of course, it's hard to predict what's going to happen in the future, but there's lots of weird stuff going on in the world that can cause the market to, real estate markets to go down. And in some markets around the country, they are falling. Prices are falling in Austin, in parts of Florida, in parts of Salt Lake City, Utah, and San Francisco, and other parts of California as well. But in Orange County, last week our home prices went up. And well, let's just jump right into the data and take a look and see what's going on. So our first slide is our inventory slide. And we're always keeping an eye on that because inventory has been much lower than what we've expected or what we've hoped for. And there's lots of reasons for that, but let's just look at the data. Firstly, in the United States, single family homes have gone up. We're at 424,190 available properties for sale. This is very low than pre-pandemic levels. Same with Orange County. We currently have all residential properties for sale, 2,361. So we did have a little jump from last week, which is nice, but normally this level is closer to 8,000 this time of year. So you can see we are at anemic levels. All right, the next line is under contract and pending. This jumped up a little bit to 2,023. And then new listings in the last 7 days, this jumped up quite a bit, 622. That's why our total is much higher. And then sold in the last 7 days, 413. All right, the next slide is our days on market, and the days on market have been across the board very low for all property types and price ranges, which tells us there's a lot of buyer demand. And again, I think that's mostly because the inventory is low. So the interest rates haven't really subdued buyer demand, but it has subdued these sellers who are locked into their 3% rates. They are not super motivated to get a new mortgage at 6%. So they're staying where they are. That's one of the problems, or one of the reasons why we have these low inventory levels. All right, the first line is our average days on market for all property types, all residential property types in Orange County is at 53, and the median days on market for all property types is 25. Under $1 million is 18. $1 million to $2 million is 20, and over $2 million is 41. Those are all very low days, showing very high buyer demand. All right, the next slide is our key stats. OC median single family list price went down a little bit to 1.7 million. The median condo list price went up slightly to 799,998. The sold price versus list price last week, after 2 weeks of homes properties selling for over list price, this last 7 days they actually sold under list price, 0.17%, which is about $2,000 or a little over $2,000. So that's nice. It was trending for 2 weeks above list price, so that's good. Good news for buyers. There's still, multiple offer situations, and people are having to bid higher on some properties, but for the average in the county, that's a good number there. All right, the median price of closed single-family homes. This is what I was talking about in the intro, 1.261. So 1,261,000. We had a good jump this week for the median price of closed single-family homes. It looks to me that values are going up. On closed condos and townhomes, $777,000. That also went up. I just want to throw this other slide in here, and this is just the median home price for single-family homes over Orange County price, following the price over the past 5 years. And you can see we peaked last year, April of 2022, at 1.3 million. And then this year, in April of 2023, we're at 1.2 million. That's like a 7.5% down from the peak in April. And then of course May is when rates started going up. I think they reached 5.5% in May, and things really slowed down. And so homes that were on the market during that time were taking price cuts. The total price cuts last year in July and August were like 40%, 43%, very high. And that's why prices were dropping during that time. Even buyers were sitting on the sidelines because they just didn't know what was going to happen, had to figure out how to get qualified to even purchase homes at those rates, because we just haven't had high rates like that in a while. But as you can see, even before the start of this year, prices started to tick back up. And then in April of 2023, just last month, we reached 1.2. We had a little dip there, but from March, where it was 1.215, but I'm certain in May, when we look at these stats, this slide, by the way, is provided by our local MLS. So this is data, not real-time data. They don't have all the stuff in for May yet. That's why we're doing it week by week. But you can see that, yeah, year over year, we can still say that we're down, but all year it's been trending up. All right, let's go to the next slide, which is just our data for Costa Mesa. Single family homes in Costa Mesa, the average list price dropped down just a little bit, $3,000 to 1.745 and change. And then the average close price for single family homes jumped up to 1.515. Average days on market jumped up a little bit, 40, price reductions 40%, and total inventory 46 single family homes for sale. All right, the next slide is our condo and townhome data in Costa Mesa. The average list price dropped down to $925,000, and then the average close price jumped up to $945,000. That's because we had one of those condos with no shared walls closed for over 1.3, so that brought that average up. The average days on market went down a little bit to 48, price reductions 33%, and total inventory 19. All right, that's all the data we have for Orange County. If there's anything else that you're interested to hear about, please let me know. We just touched on why the inventory is low. That's because homeowners have great interest rates. They're not super motivated to leave. Plus, their house has probably been the most performing or best performing asset that they have in their financial portfolio. So those are two main reasons why people aren't selling. Also, home values are going up. I know that there's lots of information out there saying that they're down, and we can see from that fourth slide there that they are down year over year, but they've been inching up pretty much this whole year. And we'll see what the total stats are for the country and for this area and for Orange County for May here in a couple weeks. But week by week, we can see things are going up. If you're considering selling, all this information is important to you. We can really micro down this information to a very specific neighborhood. You can see what the sales cycle is in that area, what the average price is, what the average days on market is. That should set your expectations for how quickly you can sell. And if you are buying in a specific area, this information is also important. You can see what's going on there so you don't necessarily overpay. Of course, with real estate, every property is different and can be priced different. One house, two houses side by side can be very different here because there's a lot of custom homes and people do remodeling and things like that. So, well, we can look at all that data. If you're interested in purchasing somewhere in Orange County, please reach out. You can call, text, or email, and we will help you look at the data and make a data-driven decision. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great week.